Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on what part of the world you're in. I'm really excited about today's Hangout. And first off, I want to introduce you to Mike Briggs. Some of you may already know Mike. He's certainly one of the key leaders inside Zukul. And, Mike has actually purchased himself a founder's position. But before Mike tells you about his founder's position, I just want to introduce Mike and say hello, Mike. If you want to unmute your mic, Mike.
Yes, I'm unmuted now. Hello, everybody.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Mike, so for the people that don't know you.
Right, well, I've been working online for maybe 18 months, maybe coming up to 2 years, and not really had much success with what I've been doing. And then about 6 months ago, Jeremy approached me, who I've known for quite a while before Zukul, and told me about Zukul, and I jumped at it, mainly because I knew Jeremy and what kind of guy he was. So, and I learned about Zukul once I joined. And but I find it exciting. It's just giving me, well, I'm earning money now, something I've never done. It's brilliant. And since I've joined, and I saw the potential in Zukul, that when the founder or co-members sort of position came up, I thought, well, this is too good an opportunity to miss. And so I jumped at it, and I'm glad I did. I didn't really take on board what I was doing. I didn't fully understand it, but I just had my faith in Jeremy and Zukul. And yes, my faith has proven me correct, because I've seen my team grow at least double in size since I've become a founder member, and the money is starting to trickle through, which is fantastic, and that's the name of the game. So I'm over the moon now, and I'm just looking forward to the next months and the next years with Zukul, and it's going to change my life, that's for sure. So yeah, thoroughly enjoying the journey, and it's great, and I'm looking forward to my next beer with Jeremy.
Yeah, I certainly are. The last time we had a beer was when Mike was down in London. That was the very first time we've met. We've become friends since our first meeting. We shared a good few ales together in a couple of London pubs, which was fantastic. So I look forward to the next one. I'm in Italy at the moment, and Mike is he has a day job as well, and I take my hat off to Mike, because he's done what I would say 2% of marketers do, because 98% of marketers don't make a single penny working online. And a lot of that is because, one, they have their day job to juggle with, and also they're not people that take action and follow through, with what they're learning, and they don't put that stuff into good practice. Well, Mike is actually, managed to keep his day job going, because I know he travels in and out of, is it Switzerland you go to, Mike, is it? He's got his mic mute.
I work over in Sweden.
Sweden, that's right. Yeah. He's a guy that fixes aeroplanes, so he's an intelligent guy, so when you get on an aeroplane, you can think that when you land at the other end, someone like Mike is kept it in the sky for you, so he's an aircraft engineer, I think is the word. But doing all that stuff that he does, he's managed to build an online business as well, and that's what, as I say, he's in the top. I'd say 5% of people that actually work online, where he's actually making an income, and eventually he's going to be able to replace his existing income and work full time online. So he's certainly a leader that you want to connect with. It doesn't matter if you're in his downline, you're not. I know Mike's a helpful guy, and he knows his way around Zukul. He knows his way around the internet marketing business. So he's certainly a guy that I would say you want to reach out to and just say, you know, introduce yourself, say hello, because I'm sure he'll be able to supply you with some real golden nuggets to help your business move along. Right, now I'm going to come back to Mike again in a little while, but before I do that, I can't tell you, this last 24 hours has just been amazing. If I had any hair, okay, it would be really, really long now, because the information that's been coming to me and the people that I've met over this last 24 hours is just fantastic. Now, as I said to you before, we've got some big leaders, okay, big leaders. There's 3 big leaders that are 100% in Zukul, okay. 2 of them work as a partnership. Now, we've just finished off some tools for them, which I'm going to go through with you in a moment. And those guys, I'm having another meeting with them on Wednesday, and that meeting we're going to just cross the I's, cross the T's and dot the I's. That's what it is. Just to say when they want to start really promoting. And the other leader, I was just blown away, to be honest. This guy is from the Ukraine. And I was blown away with the people that he introduced me today. He's got so many amazing contacts. It's just unbelievable. I'm not going to tell you the names of the people that he's going to bring into Zukul, but this guy is going to blow Zukul out. He's just going to take it to another level. You know, he's an amazing leader. I was in awe of him when I spoke to him today, and the people that he introduced me to. So I'm so excited, and I hope that excitement is coming through in my voice and in my smiley, wrinkly face. You know, I'm really excited about Zukul. We're this first quarter of the year, as we go into the summer months, is going to be amazing. Okay, those of you that are in the you know, that are inside the funnels, whether it be the intermediate or the advanced funnel, whether you're in any of those 2 funnels, you're in an amazing place to be. Okay, and that's why Mike has gone and he's purchased himself a founder's position to get himself closer to the leaders, because, you know, straight away, as Mike said, his business it sort of grew overnight. It's sort of doubled in size, and you know, and that's not with even the leaders coming in, you know. So Mike's put himself in a fantastic position, and what I want to do is I want to share my screen with you. So let me get my little sharey screen button. Where are we? Share my screen. Now, choose that. Now, and then I'll minimize this. Right, now the first thing I want to direct you to is if you come over to Zukul and you're an intermediate or advanced member, the beginners, unfortunately, you don't have access to this tool. So if you want to get access to this tool, then I would suggest that you need to upgrade. But under my tools, you'll find the URL shortener and tracker, and you're going to say to me, Jeremy, we know that's there, but what we've done is we've added this tool. It's the rotator campaign. Now, basically, all you need to do is to click on this button here that says create, you know, create new. And when you click that button, you get this pop up, and you're choosing a subdomain. You see, so if I just put in here test Jeremy, see my website address for this rotator link is going to be, you know, http // testjeremy.365.pm. Okay, so I'm just going to click OK. Now, basically what that does is it creates me a URL to now place inside that URL my landing pages. So as you can see here, I've got one up the top here. It says dreamlife.pm, and inside dreamlife.pm I've put 3 landing pages. Now, what the system will do, we're not 100% finished this, but what the system will do, you'll be able to set the amount of clicks that you want to test your pages with. So let's just say that you say, right, I want to test my pages with 100 clicks. Now, you could send 1,000 clicks to it, but you're going to test it with 100. Now, what it will do is it will show each page. It will show the first page, then the second page, and then the next page. And it will keep doing that until the 100 clicks you've gone through all the 100 clicks. And then whichever page gets the most opt-ins, you see the opt-ins are on this side, from that point on to 101, it will then show the best page. Okay, so in this example that I've got here, which I've just done as a test for you, I've opted in myself. I've been testing this, refreshing the page to making sure that the rotator is working perfectly, and it is. And then I opted in. So as you can see on these first 2 pages, I have 0 opt-ins, and then on this one, I have 1 opt-in. So if I was split testing these pages here, the rotator will automatically start to send traffic to the best, the best page, so that you're going to get the best results out of your traffic. Now, I'm going to be finishing off module 6 about tracking and how to use this tool correctly and how to really blow your business up. So this is an amazing tool. Now, before I built this tool, or the programmers built this tool, I used to pay $29 a month, which I've done for years, $29 a month to have access to a rotating tool to track all my landing pages that I could, so I could split test everything. I paid $29. You've got that absolutely free inside the intermediate and the advanced packages. You're not going to be charged any more money. We've added that. That's an amazing tool. Go and play with it. It's not 100% finished, but it should be by tomorrow. Okay, and then I shall finish the last module, and so that you can then start to get the best out of this tool and show you how to use it and show you how I actually track and split test my pages. Okay, you can set up as many campaigns as you want. Each tracking link here, each rotating link, I believe that you can have up to 5 pages in there, but I normally do it in blocks of 3, but you can set up as many campaigns as you wish. And the beauty of it is when you've finished with this campaign, this link will be here forever. And if you want to, you could just replace it with new landing pages in here. And then if you come over to this button here, it says, if you hover over it, it says reset item. So let's just see if he's done that. It says reset item. Are you sure? So I click OK. OK. And you see it set the page, the stats back to 0. Okay. So I can now test 2 more pages, because I know this one down here is doing fantastic. And I can test 2 more pages, and I may find that another page will be better than the first one that I've been split testing. So you can really, really target your landing pages to your market. So, you get that message to market match. And this is a fantastic and amazing tool. So go in and have a look at it and play with it. And as I say, I will be making a video on this. Now, the next thing I want to show you is what we've done to the landing page creator. Okay. Now, again, if you come up to my tools and you go over to landing page creator, and you either edit or you create a new page. Now, under here, we have this tab here that says images or image. We've added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new templates. Now, these templates, if I just click on it, I'll show you. This is what we've called it US1. This is what the US leaders have asked us to put into the site. Probably it's going to be a bit slow at the moment because I'm on the Hangout as well. But basically what these landing pages do is they've got countdown clocks in them. And it's a 2-process landing page. So what that means is if you can see on this landing page, there's actually no opt-in box. And the reason is because these type of pages convert very, very well. Because if somebody's interested in, finding out what's behind this page, they click on here to claim their spot or whatever you put, whatever content you can. Obviously, you've got access to change all this content yourself. When they click on that, they get a pop-up that shows them, that gives them where they can put their email address in. Okay, so that's them 5 new templates I'm really excited about. So again, go in and have a little play with them, and you'll find that well, I'm really excited. go in and have a look at them, but it doesn't stop there. I want to take you over to the next templates that I want to take you to is the backgrounds, okay? Now, if you come into the background tab, some of you are not aware that we've got a Munchkins video. Don't ask me why I call it Munchkins, but anyway, we've got Munchkins video, and basically that's a video that plays behind the opt-in box. Now, that's been there before. I just wanted to bring that to your attention because some of you have asked me if we could put that type of landing page into the system, and we already have that there, okay? Now, the page that I want to bring you down to is this page here. Now, Greg Swift, I'm sure you remember Greg. He's been on a few Hangouts with me. He was going to come on this evening, but he's unfortunately he's got an appointment with his his accountant. So my condolences there. He's probably going to find out that he's got to give the tax man loads of money. So hopefully we'll get Greg on another Hangout. But Greg asked us to do this template basically, and which we've done. You know, so we like to listen to what the members say. So this particular template, if you can see, it says move opt-in box. So what I'll do is I'll click on that and it takes you to this screen. Now, first thing that we've done is we've added new background images, okay? Now, if you right click on an image, it's gonna load, and again, it might be a bit slow, but if you right click on the image, it loads it into a little bigger screen so you can see what the background image looks like, okay? So all you need to do is right click on it. It says it there, look, background image, right click to preview, okay? Left click to select it. So if I come down, at the moment I've added 60 new templates for you. I've got 900, yes, 900 templates, background templates that we're going to be putting inside the landing page creator. These are ones that we've just added to start with. Greg sent me some of these, some that he liked himself. So we uploaded those. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting them into categories. And as you can see there, we're still testing and building because it says test category, and we've got 2 images there. But basically, if you wanted to choose, I don't know, let's say I want to choose this one here. You select it, you can see it goes blue, okay? Now, what you can do obviously is click next, but we've got this little tool here. And if I come over here, you see this opt-in box and this lovely background that we've got here. The opt-in box at the moment is in the center of the page. Now, let's just say I want to put that to the right of the page, and then I click next. Again, this may be a little bit slow, so I do apologize because I'm on the Hangout. And then I click next again because I've already set the content on this page. And then I click next again. I have to remember motivation. Yeah, it's the right page. And then I click save. Now, what that should have done is you see the opt-in box here is in the center of the page. Now, if I refresh my screen, abracadabra, now you'll see that the opt-in box is over on the right-hand side of this screen, and the background should load any moment because, again, my internet connection when I'm on the Hangout seems to slow right down. I've got my Skype, my Facebook open, so I do apologise. But the main thing that I wanted to, so there you go, you've got this lovely background that I've just changed, and they're all available for you inside the landing page creator. And now the opt-in box is over on the right-hand side. So the opt-in box, you can have it at the top of the page, the bottom of the page, the middle of the page, the left of the page, and the right of the page. Now, Greg asked us to put that in place. Now, Greg has also asked us if we can add a tool where people can either sign into a landing page with their telephone number, their mobile number, and we're also going to do it for Skype, and we're also going to do it for Google Plus and Twitter. So you're going to have lots of ways that you can interact. So if you're doing an advertising campaign on Skype, and again, I'm going to show you how to do that. I've got some fantastic training to show you how to market on Skype as well. But if you were marketing on Skype and you wanted to send somebody to a landing page, you'll be able to collect their name and their Skype name, and then be able to link to them directly into a Skype room that you will manage. And I'm going to show you how to link a landing page with your own Skype room where you can get your visitors coming into your Skype rooms directly. You don't have to add them, but that's all going to be in the Traffic Master course. Okay, this course that I've got coming up for you is going to blow. It's going to take your business to the next level. It's going to blow your socks off. It really is. I'm going to show you some real ninja stuff. And believe me, if you're in Zukul now, you're in such an amazing place. I'm really, I'm so excited that we've got people like Mike, we've got people like John Way, we've got Greg Swift. We've got some fantastic leaders in this business, and we've got some real powerful leaders coming in that are bringing in lots of people into the business because they're so excited about Zukul as well. So hopefully that's given you a taster of what we've got, and I'm just going to stop sharing. Hopefully that's given you a taster of some of the tools that we've actually integrated recently, and these tools have been put there because one, the members have asked us for it, and Greg again asked us, as I said, about that landing page that we could move the boxes around. And Greg is a leader that I like to take notice of. The guy knows his business. He's serious. He works full time online. So I'm a great believer. You don't know everything, and it's always better to have the input of other people. And I always say, please don't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect to get different results. You've got some new landing pages there. Go and use them. You've got the rotator. Go and use that tool. They're fantastic tools, okay? And what I want to do is I want to bring Mike. I want to bring Mike back into the conversation. He's been sitting there patiently listening to me ramble on. And Mike, what I want to do is I want to ask you a few questions, if I may. Yeah, and I know you're not prepared for this, and you don't know what the questions are going to be, but you have a day job, and you're an aircraft engineer. Yeah. And you've been working online, and I know we had a chat in a pub in London when you was actually on I think it was a seminar or some sort of course.
An internet marketing course down in London.
Yeah. So I don't want to know the figure, but can you tell us when was the very first time that you made any money online? And you don't have to say Zukul, you could tell the very first time that you made any money.
If I don't say Zukul, I'll be lying, because it was Zukul. It was when I won the $100 for getting the most traffic, and I think I'd only been a member of Zukul for 3 weeks, if that, I think, and I just put in for the competition with my clicks, not thinking, anyway would I win it, because there'd be other people there, probably better than me, and lo and behold, my name came up, and I won it, and fantastic. So I just showed you what you can do with the tools, the correct tools, and I'd never done anything like that before, getting that kind of traffic, and Zukul for me has just helped me no end, without a doubt, and I just wish I'd have found it earlier, or I could have been around earlier when I was starting out working on the internet. But hey, better late than never. I'm here now, and I'm not going anywhere.
Well, it was strange actually, because me and Mike met in. We first spoke online. I don't know how we connected. I can't really remember now, but we met for a beer. Mike said, "I live in London. I don't know, 70% of the time. The other part of the time I'm in Italy, or I go to China because my girlfriend's Chinese. So me and Mike met for a couple of beers for the very first time, and I knew Mike was an internet marketer. We never really talked about business. We just had a few beers, and we never tried to sell either one of us anything. I didn't try to get Mike to sign up to my program, and Mike was not trying to get me to sign up to his program. We just sort of talked about internet marketing and strategies that we were using in our own business, but we never really told each other what business we were in. And when we came away from that meeting, I gained a new friend, and we then communicated on Skype and on Facebook on the odd occasion. You know, it wasn't every day. We didn't fall in love or anything like that, but we created, we had that rapport, if you like. And I just happened to mention to Mike that I would like him to come into a program called Zukul. And Mike actually refused. He said, look, you know, I'm busy doing what I'm doing. You know, thanks all the same, Jeremy, but I want to focus on the business that I'm in. And then after, I can't remember how long it was, but then Mike sort of, go on.
It was about a month later, and you asked me again, and then you let it slip that it was your baby, and that was the crunch. That's what decided me, and I jumped in with both feet, and certainly glad I did.
Yeah, we're glad you did. You know, so when Mike, as he says, once he realised it was actually that I was actually one of the owners, and you know, he joined Zukul, and I'm grateful that he did, because, as I say, Mike's a fantastic leader, and if you follow him on Facebook, you'll see his posts. You know, I mean, he's out there, he's active, he's in there. And can you tell us again, Mike? Okay, again, I don't want you to give any figures, you know, because what we don't want to do is to make out and let people think that what you achieve in your business is the same for everybody, you know, because if you're people, what I call couch potatoes and don't do nothing, well, then they're not going to make any money. But for people like yourself that are action takers and follow through with, you know, and have a daily process that they go through, can you tell us, first off, you purchased a founder's position. Can you tell us again what that founder's position did to your business? In a percentage-wise, that's what I would say.
Oh,
how much percentage-wise did your business grow over a certain time?
Well, I think it grew practically overnight by at least 50%. Just it doubled in its size, if not maybe just a little bit more. But I just like to go on the side of caution, and I've seen the increase in the revenue that I'm receiving, and that happened overnight as well. And so I'm very happy with what I've done, you know.
So, and also, Mike, is so. You know, your business is doubled overnight because you become a founder. Now, if anybody wants to become a founder, we have founder positions available, but they're not available for everybody, okay? Mike got the opportunity to become a founder, one, because he wanted to, but two, I know Mike, and I know that he's a leader and he's going to bring people into the business. So if you're a person that's not an action taker, and you're not a person that wants to build an online business, you know, don't waste your time and Zukul's time by asking for a founder's position, and you think you're going to come in, buy yourself a spot and do nothing. We're looking for people that are going to help the business go to the next level. Okay, so if you're interested in becoming a founder, then either send in a support ticket, or you can connect with me on Skype, and I'm happy to have a conversation with you and tell you what's involved, and give you an idea of what you can expect as becoming a founder. Okay, so if you're interested in becoming a founder, reach out to me. But I want to come back to you again, Mike. Is that I'm a great believer, and I think we've had this conversation before, and I told Mike what it is I do every morning, because I'm a great believer of mindset. What can you give us any your thoughts on the right mindset, Mike?
Yes, well, I'm an avid believer in a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and I first read this book a couple of years ago, and to be quite honest, I didn't know what it was on about. And then I sort of progressed in like the laws of attraction and that sort of thing, and I picked up the book again and I read it again, And this time it was like reading a different book altogether, and I could understand, not all of it, but I could understand a lot of it and relate to what it was saying. I'm now on my third read, and I actually believe that you've got to have that right mindset that you can actually see yourself and feel yourself successful. And if you can do, I know it sounds probably a bit way out, and when I first sort of heard of this, I thought, no, this isn't me. But from what I've learned and what I've learned how other successful people have grown their businesses, most of them, if not probably all of them, all have this same kind of mindset of believing in themselves and seeing themselves being successful and nothing getting in the way. Winston Churchill was one of them. Richard Branson. There's loads of them. Even American presidents all have this, and that was it. It was the same kind of mindset. So, and that's what I've taught myself now to have, is that kind of mindset. And if you believe in yourself, you'll do. There's nothing going to get in your way. Simple. So, and I do certain little exercises at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. I just sit quiet and think and see where I'm going. But you've got to put a bit of emotion into it, and it's working. It's working. I'm just at the beginning, but it's working for me, and it's fantastic. I love it.
Exactly. I mean, I'm again like yourself. I believe that you're Napoleon Hill. Actually, I think it was Napoleon Hill, or I can't remember. I can't remember who actually said this, but John actually sent me some videos. And for some reason, my mind's gone blank on actually the author of the videos. But basically, he says that your mind is like a field. The field doesn't care what you plant in the field. You can either plant, some lovely flowers, or you can plant deadly nightshade, or corn. I think he uses corn as the analogy. You can plant corn, or you can plant deadly nightshade. Now, the field doesn't care what you plant in the field. If you plant corn, the field is going to give you back the corn. So it's going to give you back, you reap what you sow. If you sow deadly nightshade, which I would say is negative thinking, is being angry and blaming everybody else and blaming the world around you, it's going to give you back that negativity. So the field is going to give you back, the deadly nightshade. So your mind is like the field, and well, it's a lot more complex, admittedly, but whatever you plant in the field, whatever you plant in your mind is what you're going to get back. And Napoleon Hill, I believe he said, or I think it might have been Zig Ziglar. I watched so many of these my people that I look up to. I think Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough people get what they want, then you will get what you want. And I think that too many marketers today just think about how much money they're going to earn. And all they want to do is sell, 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 sell. And actually what they sell, they don't actually sell anything, except frustration and negativity and, anger sets in. So, myself, I always say, try not to complain in the daytime. I know sometimes that can be very hard for you not to do, but, simple things in life, why complain about them? If somebody cuts you up in the car, I don't know, the girlfriend, the boyfriend, the husband, the wife annoys you that day. What's the point? What's the point of complaining? And, sometimes if you're, I don't know, you might be using a Zukul product, and it doesn't go how you think it's going to go, and why complain? Or you might be using a product outside of Zukul and it doesn't go how you thought it was going to go. Complaining, all that does is give negative thoughts inside your brain. And I believe that if you think positively all the time, myself, every morning before I do anything, and at the moment I'm renovating a property in Venice, Every morning before I do anything, before I open an email, before I open my Skype, before I go to my Facebook, before I go to Zukul, I watch inspirational video, either from Napoleon Hill. John Way sends me lots of videos. Thank you for that, John. Again, if you're not sure what videos to watch, connect with John Way. He's in the Skype group. He's in the Facebook group. He's got loads of videos. And every morning I watch a motivational video that really is like me. It's like a cold shower for your mind. It sets you up for the day. It's like going for that 5 mile jog if you're into jogging. It really sets your mindset for the day. And if your mindset is in the right order, you're going to get back. You're going to reap what you sow. So, surround yourself with positive people, and, don't be angry. Don't get upset. Keep positive. And as I always say, please don't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect to get different results. If you're going to carry on doing today what you did yesterday, then tomorrow you're going to have exactly what you've got today. If you want to change your tomorrow, you have to do something different today. I always give it this, I have this mental picture in my mind of a piece of paper with a line down the middle. To the left of the line is the past. There's nothing I can do about that. It's no good me complaining, oh, if I did this, if I did that. There's nothing I can do. So there's no point trying to change the past. That's happened. The line in the center is where I am now. And to the right of that line is my future. And I have a blank piece of paper on the right-hand side that I can write anything I want in there. And if you write your dreams and your desires and where you want to be within the next 12, 6 months, 6 years, wherever it is, put it on that right side of the paper, because you have a say in what goes on that right side of the paper, because it hasn't happened yet. And you have to have a positive thinking to get the things that you want out of life. Well, we're going to have another hangout later this week. On Wednesday, I'm doing a hangout for the Russian people, all the Russian Zukul members, and Michael, one of the other Zukul owners, he speaks fluent Russian, so he's going to do some translation for me. And so I'm really excited about doing my first Russian hangout. And we're going to have another hangout later in the week, and you're probably going to see Mike on a few more hangouts, because I know Mike's got some other stuff that he wants to share with you, and stuff that's actually happening in his business. He's just going to start to think and prepare of what he wants to do, and connect with Mike. He's a leader. I'm sure he's going to be able to give you some golden nuggets. And I want to say thank you very much for joining myself and Mike on today's hangout. And stay safe out there. And have you any closing thoughts, Mike, before we close this hangout off?
No, just form your plan, stick with it, and stick with Zukul, and you won't go far wrong, because I'm not. It's working for me, and it's just great. It just gives you a buzz. So when you see your efforts and you see the rewards coming through, and that's when you know you've got it right. And it's just rinse and repeat. Simple. But it's taken me a while to get here, but I've got here. And if I can do it, anybody can do it.
And that's what I always say. And I'm a humble plumber, so I'm not in the league of the aircraft engineers. But yeah, if I can do it, anybody can do it as well. And one thing I want to say to you is, when I complete the last training module, is I've got a little document that you're going to be able to download, which is actually a document that I use myself. That's a daily plan for what I do in my business. If you want to have a successful business online, or any business, you need to have a plan. And it's a bit like I always say, if you're going on you want to go on vacation, holiday, or you want to take a day trip, you plan out where you're going to go. You know, you don't just get on the aeroplane or just turn up at the airport and say, is there an aeroplane that can take me out of here? Well, of course there's aeroplanes that can take me out of here, but if you haven't pre-booked it, you're not going to get on it. And you would normally know your destination where you're going to get off the other end, and you would be getting into either a hired car or a coach or a taxi to take you to your hotel or wherever it is you're going to stay. But there's planning, so you do that planning in your daily life, and you have to do a planning in your your business. So I'm really excited about the new leaders coming in. Again, if you want to find out more about the founders' positions. As Mike said, when he joined as a founder, his business grew by 50%. So if you want to find out how to get a piece of that action, then either contact me or send in a support ticket. And I'll see you on the next Hangout, and keep an eye on your inbox. Have a great evening, a great morning, a great afternoon, depending on what part of the world you're in. And thanks very much. My name's Jeremy Rush. That's Mike Briggs, and no doubt you'll see both of us again very, very soon. Okay, take care. Bye. And have a great day, evening, as I say, where you are in the world. Okay, bye for now.